no small feat. Partnerships at this level give rise to innovative new designs and approaches. It is in the minds of our people that the future is born. It is up to us to work together to make that future our reality. We have also recognized that the creative industries now are the focal points for the young.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Manning, for your presentation. And certainly enlightened us all about the significance of this symposium, and we're looking forward eagerly and with excitement to the show that we're about to witness. But now, I'd like to introduce our feature speaker in Social Sciences, Applied Sociology from the University of Amsterdam, and is a professor of Gender and Development and head of the Center for Gender and Development Studies at the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus. Professor Reddock's career began at the University of the West Indies as a research fellow and then at the Institute of Social at Rhoda Reddock.
Good morning, everyone. Senator the Honorable Hazel Manning, Minister of Local Government and host of this morning's symposium. His Worship, the Mayor of Port of Spain, Alderman Murchison Brown, the Honorable. It is a great pleasure and honor indeed for me to have been invited to be in your company this morning, and even more so, to have the pleasure of your undivided attention for just a little while to share some thoughts with you. And I know that the most exciting part of the morning is yet to come. I would like to join in the welcome you have already received to Trinidad and Tobago. Although with your full program, you may not have had much opportunity to venture outside and see the rest of the country. But maybe on another occasion, you would be able to come again, possibly with your spouses, to enjoy the country under different circumstances. Political spousehood, I think, is something like greatness. Some people are born to be political spouses and relish it. Others have political spousehood thrust upon them and struggle to find a role for themselves where they can feel comfortable in the full glare of public lights. And of this extraordinary opportunity to awaken the world's imagination to new possibilities. It is within this context, therefore, that I speak to you this morning on the theme, Creative Fusion, Partnering for a More Equitable and Sustainable Future. The second part of this title, of course, referring to the theme of CHOGM2009. And in the few minutes I have left, I want to explore this theme in a range of contexts. Principle: the collaborative work between our Faculty of Engineering and Department of Festival and Creative Arts in the development of modern steel band technology. I know some of you saw the steel band yesterday, but that is an art that developed from the grassroots, from the painstaking indigenous artistic work and knowledge. And at the university, we are trying to apply scientific and new technology to this indigenous knowledge. But in the process, we are also learning from the artists who developed that knowledge. And therefore, we are having a beneficial relationship at both levels. So this relationship between art and artist is not one way, it's two ways, where we learn from each other and also value our indigenous artistic and creative production. Efforts of sustainable entrepreneurship are already emerging in this region. Fashion Week in Jamaica in 2009, products from the Caribbean were highly visible and included indigenous craft, hemp plants, and braided straw bags. Also in evidence was the embroidery, the use of bamboo fibers, seaweed, corn water-based dyes, indigenous technology, and solar-powered machines And I know in this regard, we in the Caribbean can learn much from our colleagues in the Commonwealth. I therefore strongly support initiatives towards a green entrepreneurship which would reduce our carbon footprint. But this would also require sensitizing consumers to this responsibility. The island cotton, which used to be native of the Caribbean, I wonder where this has gone. In that package, you would also find one of the eco-friendly designer outfits from Robin Brouillet, all of us in the Commonwealth. The true meaning of entrepreneurship is to take risk, and to shift to a sustainable entrepreneurship is a risk today. As for many of us, it is something new and challenging, as the supporting systems are not yet in place. But I would like to suggest that it is a risk that we reject at the peril of our vulnerable islands and the legacy that we have to leave to our children. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Reddock. Your presentation reminds that many variables, in fact, do impact on the realization of this drug. And while they're getting set up, let me give you a little bit of background. And now we're going to shift gears. We're getting into first gear now. I want to say that we're moving from music to fashion. And today there are 7 designers who will be they're going to be a total of 7 designers showing their collections. And we want to start now with the